do have a special guest here today. Her name is Dr. Ava Kymora Allen. She is a financial advisor, a credit counselor, whatever guru when it comes to finances and credit. She is the person to be. So first off, can you introduce yourself and tell us where you're from?
My name is Dr. Ava Kymora Allen. I am originally from Dothan, Alabama, but I reside in Atlanta. I'd say around 2011 or 12. I was in my early teens, 20s, and I had already messed up my credit, by getting credit cards and everything. So I originally started practicing on my own credit. And then I started, assisting family and friends with theirs. And, I just got good at it and I took an interest, to doing credit. So from there, I went to school for business and I took, credit repair classes and everything. So it all begun there.
Okay. So kind of tell us like what kind of services that you kind of offer.
All right, so we offer our credit restoration, which helps to remove, derogatory items from their credit report. We also offer the credit monitoring, which monitors your credit while we're working on it. We have the identity protection monitoring, which protects your identity because identity theft is very rampant. We also have our credit building program. If you don't have credit, we help you to, build credit with trade lines or, things of that nature. I'm also a certified wealth educator, so I'm able to provide financial advising as well.
Okay. So kind of tell us like what are some of the challenges people are facing when it comes to their credit?
Okay. Some of the challenges, main thing is, with utilizing credit cards. A lot of people don't understand that it's important not to max out credit cards to keep their balances, under 30%. So I think that's a big challenge because consumers don't understand that it's not good to max out credit cards. And so that's a major problem.
When pulling your credit, is those the only main credit bureau or reports? Because isn't there some type of bureau reports that we don't see or know of that also they may pull your credit report?
Exactly. So the three biggest credit bureaus are TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax, but you have other credit bureaus, such as Novus. You have early warning detection. You have things of like that most consumers don't know about. So there are more than three. It's
Okay.
actually more than 3.
Awesome. So with your credit counseling program, you're able to challenge those different bureau reports that people they kept seeing that they have their credit and they still getting denied for things. Some people like, okay, they may still have good credit, but they are still getting denied for things. So is this the other credit bureau reports that is reporting this negative information that they aren't aware of?
Not necessarily. And I say that because I have seen people in the 700 to 800, get denied for credit. And it's because, they may have a high DTI, which is your, debt to income ratio.
Okay.
They could have, which basically is you have more credit than your income allows.
Okay.
But I have seen, people in the high sevens and eights, not qualify for certain things, because of, a high DTI. So, but it's not based on, everything is not based on the other credit bureaus, unless you go through check systems or something like that,
Right.
or whatever. But usually they look at the three major credit bureaus: TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax.
Okay. At what age do you think it's important for us to start educating our family and loved ones as far as like on credit?
Wow. That's big because I'm very big on financial literacy, and as you know, we're not taught this in school. Early as like sixth grade, about credit, about how you balance checkbooks, opening bank accounts, because again, that's real life things, and we're not taught that. So I think at an early age, even so, earlier than that, if these kids can learn rap songs and all that kind of stuff, they can learn about credit and budgeting and everything. So, yeah, I think that should be learned at an early age.
I've seen this a lot. A lot of kids going to college. They're racking up on credit card bills, and then by the time they get ready to graduate, they have like they're just in credit card debt. So what is what is one way that what's the normal amount of credit card in college that a college student should basically have?
Usually, let me say this. Usually, whenever you turn 18, you start getting these pre-qualifications and everything, because what it is with each credit bureau, you're opting in. You have to manually opt yourself out of promotional things or whatever. So they know whenever you turn 18, when you're that young or whatever, and you keep getting these offers in the mail or whatever, you take advantage of that, and that's what happened to me. But you're not looking at the interest rate. You're not looking at um, um, keeping it under 30%. Like you're not looking at these things or whatever, and that's what as a young adult, that's
Right.
what you're not looking at or whatever, and that's how they mess up everything, dealing with their credit.
Right. So we talked about what kind of growing up, like as far as like how can we set ourselves up success for like wealth, like generational wealth? What is one kind of way that we can like start teaching our kids about generational wealth?
One thing is, of course, it starts with credit. Again, I'm a big advocate for financial literacy. Also getting into real estate, owning land, property, um, banking or whatever, it's a multitude of things, but again, you have to have that credit score, and you have to have, because again, if people learn to start leveraging their credit without using their own funds, I mean,
Right.
that's just, yeah.
Okay. So, how, because we know, you can have a good credit and then we know life happens. Say for
True.
instance, somebody that has good credit and then they lose their job and then their credit goes down the roof. What is some type of way we can do to kind of avoid some of that, as far as like what can we do to prevent, because like we never know what happens and life happens. So what are some of the ways we can do to keep, you know, keep afloat when a situation arises, like if we lose our job or like a
One of the main,
somebody gets
one of
sick.
the one of the two main things that I'm going to say is never get more than you can afford. We have so many people trying to, keep up with the Joneses and everything. So the first thing is never get more than you can afford. The second thing is 90% of consumers don't have a safety net.
Right.
It's a lot of people that don't have $500 in a savings account. And
Right.
so I think you should build your savings and everything for a rainy day, because anything can happen, medical, car accident, a death in the family, unexpected things do happen. So I think, having, that savings and having that, not having more than you can bite off will be good. Yeah.
Okay. So we talked about your program. Kind of tell us about like how does your program work?
My program works whenever you reach out to me, whether it is via email, phone, my website. I will schedule a consultation with you. And from there, I will go over your credit report and your scores with you. I will do a credit analysis to show you, what we need to target, whether it is, personal information, hard inquiries, accounts or whatever. So the first thing is to schedule a consultation, and then from there, we will begin the enrollment process, and then the dispute process begins thereafter.
Okay, so I know that you have several packages. Are your packages based off of the credit analysis, or is it just like a one set fee?
So as of February 5th, we only have one package now, and it's not even a package anymore. It's a membership.
Okay.
With that membership, it's all inclusive. You get the credit restoration, of course, the credit monitoring, the credit rebuilding, the financial advisement, the identity theft protection. We also help you save, like I said. So we open up you a high yield savings account. And again, it's a membership. So of course, at any time you want to cancel, you can cancel. It is a $1,200 fee. But you don't have to pay that upfront. We have an enrollment setup fee that's $300, and the monthly installment is $95 until the remaining balance is paid in full.
Okay. So so basically a person would stay on your program for what, 9 months?
Well, I haven't had anyone to be in my program over 6 months. So I like to set a goal for 6 months or less. Again, it varies on each client. I've had clients that was out of my program in 30 days. Oh yeah.
So kind of tell us like about some success stories that you've had.
Well, just recently, I had a client from Alabama as well. She had bankruptcy and a lot of things on her credit or whatever. I got those removed in under 45 days, and I just helped her to get a 2018 Audi Q3. So she is very excited because she wanted to get her vehicle for her birthday, which her birthday is in March. So I was able to, help her meet that goal and everything. I've had some clients just a few months ago, went through the program. They was in the program for like 3 or 4 months, and now they're homeowners.
Oh wow!
So yeah, so like I said, with my program, I do guarantee success. I do guarantee that you will see results in 45 days or less. And I think that's the reason why I have the success that I do.
So kind of tell our viewers on how they can reach out to you if they're wanting to get information on credit, credit repair, on financial literacy, any type of coaching as far as like finances and credit. What's a good way that they can reach out to you?
There's several ways. You can contact us. Our toll-free number is 888-276-8606. You can also reach us at 678-684-8844. We also have a website, which is www.usamericanfederal.org. Or you can reach out to us on our business Facebook page, which is U.S. American Federal Financial Management. And someone will respond in 24 hours.
Okay. So can you tell us, like, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Like, what can we do? Yeah, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I am currently in expansion. So in the next 5 years, I hope to have another office in Miami. So that is my second home. I do plan on opening another corporate office in downtown Alpharetta or either downtown Atlanta. Yeah, so that's my main thing, because I'm definitely expanding. Yeah.
Okay.
Next year, I am going to start a tour where I go from state to state and have seminars and everything. So I'm getting that together. This year, my ebook is coming out, how to build wealth. And, if you want to start your own credit restoration company. So that ebook is coming out.
So what's the difference between, is it best to lease or buy a vehicle? And kind of give and give us an explanation.
Say buy, and I say my explanation for it is leasing is just like you're renting an apartment. It will never be yours.
Mhm.
There are benefits of leasing a vehicle, whereas you don't have to worry about keeping up maintenance. You know, they take care of all that for you. You get a new one every, 12 or 36 months, whatever your term is. But again, it's never going to be yours.
Okay.
And so I'm not big on that or whatever, because I don't want to sit here and pay $30,000-$40,000 for something that's not ever going to be mine.
Before we go, what do you want to leave with our listeners with, like, as far as like credit, wealth, finance? Kind of leave us with, our listeners with what you want to leave them with. What kind of advice?
I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Credit is essential. Credit is better than having $100,000 in the bank. I'm telling you. Investing, is very important. Um, building a savings, is important. Um, never getting more than you can actually afford.
Right.
Again, that's how so many people, end up in buying some situations, is because, they end up biting off more than they can chew. So, I'm gonna leave y'all guys, you guys with this. Credit is essential. If you have, good credit, you can do anything. You can go anywhere. Anywhere.
Okay. Well, you heard it here first from the beautiful and knowledgeable credit finance guru, Miss Dr. Ava Kymora Allen. Again, if you're interested in the credit repair, interested in financial advice, whatever the case may be, she does have a website, and she does have where she scheduled consultations, so she can kind of give you an idea of what to expect as far as your credit and all of that. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. I appreciate it. I would like to invite you back, some months down the line, so we can kind of see like where you are in the process. Like I said, if anyone is interested in getting their credit restoration, and they have goals that they want to meet, they want to get a new car, new house, please reach out to me. I will give you Dr. Ava's information, and you can also reach out to her. It is on her Facebook page. Again, thank you so much. This is Sharon with Real Talk.
Thank you.